Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Part Where. It is a podcast where three best friends talk about their love and hate for movies, TV shows, and the parts within them. My name is John Scott Massey, and with me are...
Megan here.
And?
Haley Buck.
Perfect. And we are going to be talking about Avatar, The Last Airbender today for our first episode.
Woo!
Let's go. All right. So, Avatar, The Last Airbender. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think?
I don't think anyone could possibly hate it.
I don't think we can be friends. The integrity of this podcast falls apart if you hate it.
Honestly, it is so difficult to not like this show.
No,
It is
It's so
charming,
well
it is
done.
fun. There's nothing to not like. Like, and we've all just recently watched it again because it just came out on Netflix again.
Hell yeah.
Because it was hard to find episodes and stuff, but now it's so easily accessible. So, let's just get into it.
Sounds
Let's
good
go.
to me.
Let's get it. I think I hear some firebenders coming up because it's time for hot takes.
Hot
Hot
takes.
takes.
Okay, hot takes. Any hot takes we have on the show?
Okay. I'm
Wait.
gonna start with the first one.
Okay.
Go for it.
Wan Shi Tong, the great owl spirit of the library, did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong.
He's just there.
Yeah, he's doing his
I
job.
don't know if that's necessarily a hot...
Protecting his stuff.
I guess, yeah, he's protecting the knowledge. I get it.
Firebenders came in, burned his shit.
Yeah.
Now he's attacking them. Sokka lied to him.
Yes.
I think this owl spirit.
I love Sokka, but there are just some things in that season that are just like, dude, you're
Yeah.
especially with all the stuff with his dad and all that kind of stuff, and then the stuff with the library is just a little bit overboard because he was crossing a line at a point.
Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of the point, though, because, like, it's like war, so I think it's part of the point is showing that you can, like, go overboard
Yeah.
with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
War bad.
War bad.
Avatar say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except for Kyoshi. Kyoshi says war good.
Yeah, war good. Okay.
I mean, she didn't do war. She killed one guy and then left.
Okay, murder
She
good.
peaced out.
Murder is fine if it's just...
Yeah.
Colonization
I
is
mean,
bad.
you know,
Murder good.
yeah.
There you go. Okay. My hot take.
Yes.
I don't think Avatar Roku's that cool. I think he did not do enough for what was going on at the time just because the Fire Lord was his best friend. Best friends
Yeah.
don't get a pass.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, no, when it comes to, like, genocide and, like, leader of a country and, like, going across, like...
Yeah, no.
No.
Just think about it. I mean, he had Kyoshi in his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Who was just chanting
Oh
murder.
my God.
Like,
Like, what do you think Kyoshi was saying to Roku, like, in those times of, like, him trying to learn about the Avatar state and all that kind of stuff? Kyoshi was probably in his head like, dude, you know your best friend's about to, like, stab you in the back, right? You know this, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's one of those, kind of relevant to today, it's one of those silence kills things,
Yeah.
because, like, not... Even though he's your best friend, like, at that point, you can't just let him
He
be.
saw it happening. He was literally in the war room.
Yeah.
Like, seeing nobody builds themselves an entire room that they can light up with flame if they're not gonna try to take over the
Okay,
world.
hot take, to be fair, if I was a firebender, I would probably build a room that I could light up with flames.
Just do it all yourself.
Not for war, but just for the
Just
aesthetic.
in general.
I don't know why every element doesn't do it. Like, you could have little, like, ice shards coming up,
Yeah.
little, like, earthquakey thingies.
Okay, but think about the airbenders.
It's just, you're standing in the middle, the eye of, like, a hurricane.
Just the whole time. Nothing
single-
gets
I would do
done.
it. I would do
Nothing
it.
gets done.
That sounds fun.
Oh my gosh.
Also, his death. Back to Roku.
Yes,
his death
yes.
is stupid.
Yeah.
Why is he
Yeah.
trying to fight a volcano? Like, everyone's off the island.
Everyone's
He
off.
goes
Just
back.
leave.
I don't know. He has a dragon that can fly.
Yeah, and the dragon just curls up and dies with it. I'm like, no, dragon, you're an
dragons.
endangered species.
Whole nother topic, the dragons. Jesus.
Yeah, no, but that whole, the whole, what is that? It's an episode, right?
Yeah,
About
well, it's the
him.
episode where Zuko's learning
Right,
about the
yes,
history,
yes,
and
yes.
they're learning about the history separately.
Yeah.
Is-
I meant
yeah.
your other grandfather.
Oh,
Iroh.
jeez.
My one true love.
Okay. Do you have any hot takes, Megan?
I unfortunately didn't have time to write anything down.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
We should probably talk about stuff in like
oh.
season 1, maybe.
Is it? Am I allowed to go off on a hot take related vis-a-vis the new upcoming remake.
Do it.
A little bit.
Do it.
Hot take. We don't need it. That's not a hot take. That's a pretty... but here's my hot take, is that I think we should, instead of having a new live-action season, which is unnecessary, we should have more cartoon season.
More cartoons.
They should just add to it, and...
there you go.
That I would see. Like,
Yeah.
even just filler episodes. I know people, like, always complain about filler episodes, but, like, I would
It
watch
was
them.
great.
The filler episodes,
The filler episodes are the best. This
They're
show...
so good.
Because, I mean,
Even-
it's, like, emotional beats and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, like, just... like an episode for no
Okay.
reason, you know, like
Top tier filler episode
Yeah.
is The Adventures Around Ba Sing Se.
yes,
Where
yes,
they all just
yes.
get their own little mini stories about a whole bunch of stuff, and they have nothing to do with
Yeah.
the plot. Like, they don't even care about the war. There is no war in
But
Ba Sing Se, whatever.
But even then, with that one, they do show Momo finding
Finding
the
Appa's
track and
thing.
stuff, right?
So
So,
it
and that
has it.
connects into this show. It's
Yeah.
not just a filler that's like nothing.
Yeah.
like it still connects into the story, but it's like also a filler.
Yeah.
Also makes me sob twice.
Oh.
Well, because okay, no, they have Adventures in Ba Sing Se. The next episode is Appa's journey,
Yeah.
and
Well,
if you're
yeah.
not crying during Appa's journey,
No, yeah.
you have no
well, but
soul.
See, you end Tales of Ba Sing Se crying over Uncle Iroh.
Yeah.
And then you go right into Appa's journey.
And you're just- oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Suki has to send him away. I just...
Ugh.
Gosh. Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't know, but like it's best for him, and it's
Yeah.
the saddest thing. Are there any other hot takes that we have, Haley?
I have one very extremely niche hot take
Oh,
that I
yes.
bring up every time I watch The Blind Bandit. I obviously love Toph, so I watch this episode a lot.
Okay.
But so they're in the bending arena, and they have a wrestling heel
Yes.
come out who is Fire Nation themed. I find it so tacky that he would choose to be a Fire Nation themed heel. Like, you're actively
Just to
at
get
war
heat.
and committing
Just for
genocide.
heat. Oh my gosh. The wrestling fan in me loves it. The person in me that loves this show is like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I think from a purely entertainment standpoint, it's like fun for us as an audience who are parts removed from the thing, but living in that world where like you're like got all these Earth Kingdom colonies and stuff that are just like
Like, what if
the
Haru came up
imperialism.
to watch it and was like, hey, that guy imprisoned my dad for
Well, I mean, it was that's not in Ba Sing Se. That is a different
It's in Toph's little town.
Toss Town. I don't know what. I don't remember.
Ooh.
Don't remember that one. Don't remember the name. I was gonna say if it wasn't Ba Sing Se, it would make sense because they're
Yeah,
all about
no,
not
it's-
letting it known. But like, it does. It's
Well,
a
would it
little.
make
It's a
sense,
little
though?
questionable.
Like, because why would
I feel like Judy would
they
be
don't
all
know
over
the
that.
yeah they don't know and they can't know anything like
Yeah, that's
is wrong
oh,
with the
that-
Fire
that's-
Nation,
that's-
right? Like,
That's true. That is
so
very
I
true.
don't know.
Okay.
Wait, do the people of Ba Sing Se know about the air nomads?
Nope. They think Aang is just one of the lot.
Oh my
There just
God.
hasn't been an air nomad in 100 years.
Yeah, okay,
Come to-
imagine
come to Ba
like
Sing
world
Se.
rebuilding and like the city of Ba Sing Se. Like that's like when those people get like released from a cult that they've been in their whole life. I mean, it is. It's just a cult, right? But like
Ba Sing
you
Se
go
is
back
just
into the
a
world
cult.
and you're like,
Change my mind.
oh. Hot take. Ba Sing Se is a cult. Again, is it hot though? Because they're
It
literally
literally
brainwashing
just
people.
is.
They are.
Okay. I do have one, and I've mentioned it to y'all before.
Okay.
Yes.
I do not enjoy the, like, quote-unquote romance that is shown between Katara and Zuko. I think it is unnecessary. I think it is gross. And I understand it is just to get emotions out of Aang, but Aang has so much other shit going on.
That's true.
It does
That's
not
okay,
matter.
actually, here's a hot take, riffing off of your hot take,
Okay.
is that coming from me, which is a biased perspective, a lot of the like romance stuff, like I totally get it, and like using Katara as like Aang's like material, like whatever, worldly, whatever. But like he also has all his friends, and like
Yeah.
there's so much else that he
Love
has.
Sokka as well.
Yeah.
Show Sokka
Anyway,
some love.
so yeah, shout out to Zutara fans. We're not with you, but I respect you, but I don't.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have strong opinions about Katang. Like, it's cute. I don't have strong opinions about it, but
it was set up from the beginning.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Is like I don't need this whole
and it's like
different offshoot for Katara.
Yeah,
like,
it's set up from the beginning, and they show Katara with other like love interests and stuff.
Like
but
Jet and
but
Haru.
like it's not like. It's not like out of nowhere, and it's also not like it's not like she like hates Aang or something. I hate the trope when like they have someone who like doesn't like the love interest and then they end up together in the end.
Yeah.
Like especially when it's a girl that is like not like she doesn't reciprocate his feelings right away, but like she does in the end. Like it's not like it's a gradual build. Yeah, obviously, yeah. So yeah.
Netflix has certainly ignited some old debates.
Yes.
But we all know the only valid ship is Appa and Momo.
Clearly.
Obviously.
Clearly.
Two best characters in the show. Mm-hmm. Are we kidding? Mm-hmm. Speaking of characters.
Yes, characters. So we're going to talk about... What are we starting with? Best characters?
Yeah, let's go with favorite characters.
Oh, just favorite characters.
We're just favorite.
But that's right. We're just doing favorite characters this time. So, I guess if I'm going to start... My favorite characters, which is a very hard choice, probably have to be... Zuko, Sokka, and Toph. I don't know if I can choose three, but those are my top three.
Okay, top three. Okay, so Zuko. Let's start with Zuko.
Oh, are we just doing a discussion?
Well,
That's
fine.
Yeah, no.
Zuko.
Yeah, so
he's a very interesting character.
He's a very interesting character. I really appreciate the like nuance that they use with him and like the way they like show his growth and stuff. I'm such a sucker for like character growth and also for like someone from like an abusive environment learning to like love himself and love other people, and like his whole relationship with Uncle Iroh is so like, I mean we know this, but like it's so good.
So good.
And like his struggle with his inner self and just all the like symbolism and stuff they use with him is like, so I'm a fan. I know that's a very common take.
Yeah. I don't think you can watch the show and not love Zuko by the end.
Yeah, no,
it
because
is
you
so
see
difficult.
his whole journey and like how much he works on becoming a better person and everything. So it's like,
yeah, he's just like he is a character. Like in the beginning, he is your bad guy. Like, and you completely.
But
get
even
it.
then, even in the beginning, you still have General Zhao as well.
Yeah,
so it's like
that is true.
You have Zuko, but they very, very early on show you that he has, like, tried in the past, and like, he has potential.
With, like, the blue spirit stuff.
Yeah. Well, the blue spirit, and even the storm. Yeah. The Storm's a good episode. I forgot about that.
So good. I actually just watched that yesterday. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So like, I just appreciate how much they paid attention to like his journey over and like being consistent with everything. I think that's cool. I mean, they do that with everything in the show, but I just like, I mean, again, like a very tepid take, I guess, is the list of your characters. But
interesting fact that I learned the other day: every Agni Kai we see in the show is versus Zuko.
Oh,
every Agni Kai.
Yeah,
he's most put up with diversity out of every other character.
It's him and his dad, him and Zhao, and him as Azula.
Yeah.
Every Agni Kai.
Yeah. Well, Katara finishes it, but it was his Agni Kai.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, nice little interesting thing. I was like,
it's because he has honor.
Yes.
I mean, by the end of the show, definitely.
Yes.
I would argue from the beginning of the show.
He had more honor than everyone else in that war council room.
Yeah, he's vanished because he speaks up for the common man.
Yeah. Which, I guess, depending on your definition of honor and who you're listening to. Sure. But, I don't know. From my perspective, he has more honor from the beginning, which is what Uncle Iroh was trying to tell him the whole time.
Uncle Iroh.
Who's also a great character.
Yes.
There's so many.
Okay.
I'm just
okay, second on your list.
Second on my list.
We had Sokka.
Is Sokka.
Sokka is my proclaimed favorite character.
Yeah.
He's just the best.
You're so good.
He's okay. To see everybody else on his team and everybody they're fighting be earthbenders, firebenders, and be doing all this crazy shit. To have the chutzpah, as some may say, to just go out with a boomerang and be like, I'm gonna make some change in this world. Oh, yeah. It is so good.
And like, I love a like comedic relief character who also has super serious moments and who also like is competent.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like you're goofy, but you're still competent.
Yeah.
And they like show that like over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
we
like,
definitely know Sokka is not dumb.
No.
He's
Yeah.
just funny.
Yeah.
He's a leader.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And I love that too. That like you have the literal avatar there, and again he's 12, but like
He's
but it's the literal avatar, and like, you know, it's like he's listening to him. So
yeah. Oh my gosh.
so good.
And
yeah.
then
And he also
boy has
he has-
game.
He does have game.
Let's think about this.
He does have game. and
Every
he-
female side character that they come across is in like Ty Lee,
Yeah.
Toph at one point.
Yeah.
Toph at a lot of points.
Top
That's
at a lot of
true.
points. Top at a lot of points. Yeah.
Little Haley was very fond of that relationship.
I mean, I
Suki,
love
the
them
Moon
both,
Spirit,
so,
like
yeah.
he's got game,
Yeah.
and
It's a good point.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
After
love
he
it.
learned not to be sexist.
I was just about to say,
women
so
will be like,
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Another, again, me liking to see a character grow and stuff. He has a lot of growth as well over the show, and
Oh, yeah.
obviously, like, I mean, both of them and Katara and Aang we see from the very first episode. We
Yeah.
know from the beginning, but you get to see a lot of a lot of growth there as well, and I
love
always
it.
appreciate that.
Okay, and
who's a third girl?
it was Toph.
It was Toph.
Toph was our third girl, and
I
it's hard to not love Toph.
it
You
really
can't
is.
not love Toph.
I don't know. Young Megan, who was obviously not as well informed about things, but I always thought, mostly because of Toph, I was like, wow, it would be so cool to be blind. Again, not a good statement, but I like, it would be cool to be blind and to like see the world that way. I always thought it'd
Yeah.
be interesting to
Oh,
like
yeah.
see the world the way she does.
Most definitely.
Obviously, like
They also show
know,
it in
I'm-
a really cool way.
Yeah.
they do. I love the visual
animation
effects.
is-
Oh,
Yeah, the
I mean,
anim-
okay, wait.
Go.
No, I'll we can. The animation is great. Anyway,
the anim-
I'm a animation person in general, but yeah. So I mean, just because I liked her so much,
Yeah.
like, you know. And again, I obviously am not in the same place as young Megan was, but I always thought it was really cool, and like I never, out of like all the elements, I'd probably say I like feel like I'd be an Earthbender the least, but I like loved her, and like I mean, I don't think when I was that age I could just go out and like say like, you know,
Yeah.
like flip off the entire establishment and
Basically.
like I just think she's really cool. I just think she's neat. But yeah, I think probably she would be one of the more static characters, which is interesting.
There's not there's not a whole lot of change in her.
Yeah, like
she is set in her ways
she's
from the
set in
beginning.
her ways,
I mean,
and
it's
that's
an
part of her.
earthbending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of her thing. I think
It's an
is,
earthbending thing.
to show that she like. I mean, she knows herself
Yeah.
very well,
Yeah.
and like. You
But
know,
she does
so.
get stronger.
She
like,
does get
just
stronger.
in
Yes,
general.
yes.
Like her
Metal bending, baby.
yeah,
Oh,
metal bending
yeah.
and
Inventing a whole new style of bending.
oh, I
I'm
love
sorry.
it.
What?
I love it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So again, hard choice, but that's
Mm-hmm.
gotta be my top 3.
Gotcha.
So I have a theory that each time you rewatch
Fair.
Avatar, you have a new favorite character.
Absolutely fair.
Like I started with Katara because it was season 1 and she was the only girl.
Right. When I was no, okay, a young Megan definitely would have
Yes.
said Katara first, just because
Yeah.
water, and I liked her hair, and she was a girl, and she was super cool, and like obviously, you know, she's
Mm-hmm.
awesome, but
And
Continue.
then obviously Toph came in.
Yeah.
I became obsessed with Toph.
Mm-hmm.
love.
Then you're a teenager. Zuko is obviously the prime teenage
Yes.
emotion.
Most definitely.
When I last rewatched it, which was in December,
Yeah.
Sokka really
yes.
jumped out
Thank
to
you.
me. Just because, I don't know, something about being in college just makes you feel like Sokka.
just like kind of
don't know what's going on.
under-equipped and like
Under-equipped, but
learning
we're
a lot
trying.
about the world, and everyone around you has stuff
Everyone
going
around you's
on.
so special.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to deal with things with your brain.
Relatable.
And then rewatching it for this, I was like, I'm back to Katara.
Back
Yeah.
to Katara.
No,
Just
super.
Okay.
the
She
state
was-
of the
I'm-
world.
yeah.
I think we need some Katara. I will
Oh, absolutely.
never turn my
Absolutely.
back on people who need me energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just
good
want to
energy.
throw some love to Katara.
Oh, yes, for
and
sure.
How good she is, and how she's always she's like, okay, guys, I know we have to learn all the elements and defeat the Fire Lord.
Yeah.
But what if I throw myself in prison?
Yes.
Break out Haru's
Yes.
staff?
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, it could be cool.
She cleans up a town, she gets a bunch of people out of prison and back into, like, fighting. She lights, like, a rebellion spark
Yeah.
all on her own.
She just duels Paku
Oh,
after
yeah.
knowing him for like 3 days.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
she dismantles a whole, misogynistic culture, kind of.
Yeah, basically.
What a woman.
Yeah.
I also want to throw some love
Yes.
to Azula.
Yes.
Azula.
Yes. I have an obsession with
No,
Azula.
I'm with
I get
you.
ya.
I'm with you.
She's just so well written and
She's
so cool.
so well written, so cool, and it's like so tragic, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm super with you.
I really like Azula. I think the slow descent into madness is pictured so well on their like kind of teen beach movie episode.
Yes. I love. Oh my
It
god,
is
I love
so
the Teen
good.
Beach movie episode. All of the Ember Island episodes.
Oh, it is so interesting just to watch her not be able to do regular things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because of just the drive that
And
she
it really,
has. And it's an admirable drive.
Yeah.
Like, to be the best at what she's doing.
Right.
And she
She just
arguably
didn't-
is better
Yeah.
than everybody else in the show.
Oh no, yeah, she's like
She
the
just
most
wasn't
skilled,
able
right?
to
Like, yeah.
handle it.
Yeah.
And she has
Well, and
to
she
be or
didn't
else they're
have
bad.
any
Yeah.
guidance. She didn't have a guiding hand that any of the other characters had
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
show her like a different path that she could take. She
Yeah.
just never had that. So no, I agree. Super well written and
Yeah.
very cool.
Some of which, that guiding hand, I would argue, is on Uncle Iroh.
Yeah,
I think he did very well with Zuko.
he did.
But then he got Azula a doll. Like, you gotta know Azula's not
Yeah.
gonna like that doll.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I mean,
For
he
sure.
was gone. He probably didn't see them.
Maybe he didn't know her that well.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, because
he was a general the whole time.
He was a
And
general the
she's
whole time.
younger?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
younger than
That's
both of them.
interesting.
That is an interesting point.
Yeah. So, and I mean, if okay,
Well, and
for
then
the
he
time
left
you
after,
hear you
right,
have
with Zuko.
a grandson and a granddaughter, that's just how it's it's
Got
gonna be.
Zuko a knife!
I mean, yeah.
It's much cooler. It's a much better gift. It's
yeah.
a much better gift. Plus, it had a meaning behind it, and the doll was just a doll.
Yeah, doll is just a
So,
Whoops.
yeah.
Okay. So Sokka is one of my favorite characters, but we've talked about him. Let's talk about two of my other favorite characters. Maybe we should talk about the Avatar. Maybe
Yeah,
Aang.
maybe.
Maybe
I mean,
we should talk about Aang.
Titular
Well,
character?
The character that this whole thing is revolving
but do
around.
we
Maybe.
really need to?
I mean, there's a lot to say, but we don't have to say it all
Yes.
because you can watch the series. But he's so there's so much about him that I love. Just the boyhood charm turning into the man that he needs to be, even at the age of 12 still at the end of the series because he has
and another
birthday.
character that can still be goofy, but also very, very serious.
Yes.
And like, you know, when the time calls for it, like step up and
Yeah.
like.
And sometimes you need some goof.
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
There was no way he would have turned into Azula if he didn't have his personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
would be too much of a power intake and too much going on in his head with all the Avatar state stuff.
Yeah, and
that
I mean,
he
even what is the episode
would
where
have had to
the
go crazy.
Earth, not King, but the one guy from the one city is trying to like
Boomy?
no, not Boomy, the other one that's trying to beat him up to get the Avatar state
okay,
trigger.
yes.
That
Yes.
kind of thing, like you know, like if you could fall
Yes.
into that kind of like just wanting the raw power
Yes.
kind of thing.
Because they were trying to use him just as be
As a
always
weapon.
be always in the Avatar
Yeah.
state. Could you imagine?
No.
Like that's insane. And he's just like, no, that's not how we're gonna win this.
Like, how
and
much,
he's not in the Avatar state for most of the final battle.
Who has like the oh my gosh, what's the word? Wow, I cannot remember the word. Like the who's like in control in the Avatar state? Like is it?
I think it's like
Is it
a
the
collective
It is all the other avatars.
It's like
it
is
is not just
everyone,
Aang.
but is it like?
It is the Avatar as a concept.
Or is it
I
like
think.
like Legend
like a
of Korra
spirit,
Rava.
right? Rava, or is
being in charge?
I mean,
Is it the first Avatar?
Rava's the light spirit.
Rava's a spirit
that,
when they
Okay.
started going to all the spirit stuff in Korra, but
Gotcha.
I
Well,
don't know. Did they have all that? Was that?
I would like
was
to
that all
think
written
that
beforehand or
if they
after?
are
No,
given
it's wrong. They go back on things. I
Yeah.
have feelings about Korra. We'll
Right,
talk
we're
about
talking
it.
about that later. We're talking about that later. Sorry, I didn't mean to get into this, but I was just
part of me would like to think that your animal spirit takes over. So it's just
Oh.
Appa
It's just
that controls the
just
Avatar
Appa.
state. So Avatar is the raw power, or Appa's just the raw power of the Avatar state.
headcanon accepted. Let's move on.
Let's keep going. My next favorite character, it has to be Uncle Ira.
yeah.
It has to be the
No,
the tea loving uncle. Oh, he is he. Okay, another hot take. They did him dirty in season 3.
Just because he's not there, or
Just
because
because they had an entire B plot of him bulking up,
right, and then they
and I didn't get to see him break out of jail.
That's true.
On the freaking eclipse as well.
Right.
He
Right.
broke out raw just strength.
Oh yeah.
So I love him, and I wish we had gotten to see it could have just been another B plot
Yeah.
of him just
Yeah.
kicking ass and being
I
real
would've
cool.
watched it.
It would have been, of course we would have.
I would watch it.
would've
Again,
been great.
again, I will watch filler scenes.
It would have been so cool.
So good.
And then I also want to know more about the Lotus people.
Yeah.
We got like a little bit of episode
Yeah.
in one of the last episodes, but I want to know more. I want to know how
That'd be
you
cool.
get into it. Because, like, there's something about it. That do you have to be asked by another member?
Right.
Do you have to,
Right.
Because
like,
they're all over. Like,
they're everywhere.
and they're all
Boomy's in it.
masters.
Yeah. how did they
Boomy's in
keep
it. The
touch?
master that taught Sokka is in it.
Yes.
Yep.
Like,
Paku.
Paku,
Boom,
Ira.
Zuko.
Like, there's a lot of people. So, I want to know more. So, yes, I love Uncle Ira. I think
So good.
I think up until season 3, he was amazing.
Like,
Oh,
he
yes.
mentored Zuko.
Yep.
And
Toph,
he got his
Aang,
own
like-
tea shop.
Again, so here's my I guess
Yes.
just the show in general like is very lighthearted but also very serious, and I love that, especially for a children's show. But like again, another character that
Yes.
can be super goofy and super not.
Yes.
So
I think his
Again.
is so important.
It's so
for
important.
Zuko.
Yes.
Because
It's so
Zuko
important.
Is 100%
Oh,
his drive
yes.
all the time.
all the time,
But,
100%.
yeah,
Which
he-
is also
he
fun to
needs
see him
Uncle
interact
Ira.
with the rest of the gang once
Yes.
he like gets there.
Zuko here.
Zuko here.
Zuko here. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah. So I love Uncle Ira. Let's get into our favorite episodes.
Okay.
So my personal, one of my personal favorite episodes is Sokka's Master.
Oh, I was just thinking about that
Yes,
one while we were
it
talking.
is. It is so
So good.
so good. Just because we get to really dive deep into the character of Sokka and how he approaches problems, and getting to see the way his mind works, and that it is a beautiful thing, beautiful way his mind works.
Oh, yeah.
As well as getting to see the gang, like everybody else, deal with
Without him.
life without
Yeah.
Sokka.
That's a great B plot. That's like the
It's so good. You just have the three of them palling around being like, what are we gonna do?
Just laying there.
What are we doing? Why are we here? Katara, tell a
the
joke.
point?
And that is another one of my favorite things. That
yeah.
Katara is not funny at
Oh,
all.
it's so good.
It's so hot that Appa is shedding like Momo. That's the opposite.
But yeah.
Either
But-
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I love that
So
the master
good.
sees so much in Sokka that
Yeah.
he's just like, no, like you're doing everything perfectly.
Yeah.
Plus
Like-
the haunting sight of Buff Iroh.
Yes. I love Buff Iroh.
Haunting.
Buffiro.
He's great.
It's something.
He's great. And then the whole meteor thing also is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's cool.
Yeah.
The meteor is cool to
Yeah.
start with because it shows everybody else bending, and Sokka just being like, again, dude with a sword.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
a boomerang at that point,
Yep.
but like, I'm just here. And then by the end of the episode, you're like, no, he's like he's one of the most important characters.
Yeah,
just
well, I
in
mean,
general.
just think like the
Yes.
whole like invasion, like the Day of Red Sun. Is that what it's called?
I
Day
think
of
so.
Eclipse. No, the
Black Sun.
opposite one. Yeah. And all of that, like that was his plan.
Yeah,
Like, I
it
mean, that
wouldn't-
doesn't happen
Yeah,
without him.
and the building of all the ships and things.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
this is another We Love Sokka.
Yeah,
portion of
hot
the
air
show.
balloons don't happen without song.
Exactly.
Also, so someone slowed down the GIF of
Mm-hmm.
when the gang and Zuko and Iroh all attack Azula.
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
And she blocks Sokka's boomerang first before dealing with everyone else. Like, she clearly sees him as the threat, as
Good.
the mastermind. Like,
Good.
she knows he's the one to watch.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
I think there were
a
other
lot.
examples on that too, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah, no, I love that.
really
The slowdown gif is
Because
great.
the boomerang is the most overpowered weapon in all of this nation. Like it is a one-shot KO.
Yeah.
You're knocked out
Yeah.
by that boomerang, and it comes back after
Yeah,
he's
always
knocked
comes
out
back.
somebody.
Always
It
comes
doesn't
back.
make sense physics-wise, but it comes back.
I was very
Sokka's
confused by
actually an
that, yeah.
airbender.
Sokka, closeted airbender,
No,
changed
no,
my
no,
mind.
no, no. Non-bender Sokka is extremely important. And I love
That
it.
is also true. Okay, one of your favorite episodes.
Oh
Megan.
shoot! Oh, are we just doing one? Okay.
Yeah, well, we can go back around.
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm gonna say the Boiling Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great one. For Zuko and Sokka friendship and whatever you want to see in there, totally with it. But just and again Sokka's plan to like get them out, and it's like a great plan, and it would have worked, but then
Yep.
they decide to stay because they hear about Suki and his dad and all of that, and then Zuko. Because is that the first life-changing field trip episode?
Yes.
I thought
Sokka gets it first.
Warriors are first.
Oh, Sun Warriors. are
Oh,
first.
right. But after,
Dang.
but before
yeah.
Katara's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like, So okay, not the first one, but like
But I would say they bond more. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
I love Zuko and Sokka.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, they
know
have such a
this.
great Anyway, oh sorry. That and then also May. I love the ending of that episode.
Ty
And Ty Lee.
Mm.
Yeah, May and Ty Lee. Yeah, sorry.
Ty
both
Lee,
of
underrated
them.
character.
Oh, Ty Lee's so good.
Yeah.
May also.
She's
but-
so they're such
But we get
they're
more May.
side characters. Yeah, we do get more May, but like they're still super like it's not like a flat character. Like they have
Yeah.
like depth to them and stuff, and they like really thought about them and like use them in such like a good way. Yeah, yeah. Actually, Ty Lee's whole like plot.
Yeah,
Yes.
Seven Sisters,
Yeah,
the way she
it's so
uses
good.
dudes,
Yeah.
her
great.
relationship
Even
with Azula.
her relationship with Azula when
So
Azula
complex,
shows up
so
at the
good.
carnival or that and like sets all the
Yes.
stuff on fire and like lets all the animals loose and stuff like that's
Yeah.
and then yeah anyway so she's great but
Boiling
yeah
Rock.
seeing both of them in Boiling Rock
It's,
is so good.
it's
I
great.
love that and then Azula's falling deeper into the madness
Yes.
obviously.
Especially
So it
because
all
she
just
has
adds
to
on
throw
each
her
other.
two best friends
Yes.
into jail after May is
Yes.
a badass. May and
Yes.
Ty Lee just become badasses,
Yes.
taking on the Fire Nation soldiers, who are way more adept
Yes.
than any other soldiers.
Also, shout out to May for also being a non-bender because
Yes.
she's badass as well. and
Ty Lee,
duh,
both
I'm
non-benders,
being stupid.
which is
Yeah.
very interesting that Azula chose two non-benders.
That's
It's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
as
Goes back to the Sokka
'Cause she-
thing.
I
Yeah,
think
no.
I think it's a power thing because she wants to
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like she is the most powerful in her group of three.
right.
But
Sure.
it's also like nobody's expecting me to run with non-benders.
Right. Well, and it's like, yeah, I mean, like if Ty Lee gets her hands on you and you're a bender,
You're done.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
You're done. It is seen multiple times against Katara, which
Yeah.
I love that it's
Yeah.
mostly used against Katara.
Yeah. Well, because Katara, I mean, I don't like she. Out of everyone, probably knows the least like martial arts, right?
Yeah.
Like
true.
she just knows bending forms and stuff,
She's very
which is cool. She's
instinctual.
very good at it. Like
Yes.
obviously very very good at it. But like out of, I mean, like Zuko has his swords and like
Yeah.
I mean even Aang, I feel like just because of the amount of like physical crazy shenanigans
Yes.
he does is like,
Like it's hard to get control
Yeah.
of him.
Can't touch Aang.
yeah, you
Yes.
can't touch him. Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole monk's thing. Is
Yeah.
like don't
Yeah.
let him touch you.
Yep. So yeah, Boiling Rock.
Boiling
one
Rock,
of my favorites.
great episode.
Yep.
I'm deciding which one to go first.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Ember Island players.
That was also something I was thinking about. I love that
love
episode.
This runs into one of my hot takes.
Good. Let's hear it.
Well, no, it is the whole Zuko Katara relationship
Okay.
that is shown in the
Yeah.
Ember Isle players or whatever.
Yeah, Aang's a baby during that.
Aang is
Yes!
a baby during that episode.
And I don't need to see that from my
That's
avatar.
true. But the rest of it, besides
Yes,
that,
the rest of it is great.
Top.
the top
Well,
So good.
it's a call because Toph was supposed to be a guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And Sokka sneaking backstage to hand his actor jokes.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
It's such insights into the characters while also the writers just roasting themselves.
Oh yes.
Yes.
And it's so good.
Especially
and I love
about the jet death. I'm like, yeah, it is unclear.
Did
Thank
he
you for
die?
pointing
I
that
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's wait.
I
Takes
do-
on that.
I do-
He died, right?
He died.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure he died.
Okay.
Because Toph said he's
Yeah.
flying, but
No,
we never
and
seen
and
it.
and
Yeah.
Bow and Arrow guy would not have said anything if he hadn't.
Right.
If he
Right.
didn't
Right.
know
right,
that
right,
he
right,
died.
Right.
Also, we never see Smellerbee or the Duke again.
No, we don't.
Do we not? Yeah, they should come back. I like them.
Smellerbee and Longshot. The Duke.
Long
Well, yeah,
shot.
the
Long-
Duke
sorry,
is
long
yeah.
shot. No, we do not see them after Jet's death.
I hope
No,
they're
wait, are
happy.
they're in the? Oh no, they're not. Is the Eclipse Day after that though? Because they're there for that.
No, they're not. It's
Aren't
just the Duke. And,
Oh, really?
They're not there for Eclipse Day either.
Oh. No, well I know the Duke is at least.
Yes, the
Yeah,
Duke is,
yeah.
but Longshot and Smellerbee are not there
Interesting.
for.
I totally. I again, I didn't get the chance to rewatch
Yeah.
right now, but
I hope they're happy.
I do too.
I'm sure they're just living it up in Ba Sing Se.
Just living it up.
Yeah.
What is living it up in Ba Sing Se?
Especially Fire Nation occupied Bong Sing Se. Ba Sing Se.
Bong Sing Se.
Fire Nation occupied
Okay,
Ba
wait.
Sing Se.
You could live it up in Bong Sing Se.
Bong Sing Se. Oh my gosh. Okay, but back to that episode.
Yes.
So good.
It is good, and I do enjoy everybody thinking Zuko's scar is on the wrong
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Is on the
That's
other
the
side.
greatest joke.
And then the guy coming up going like, "Oh, I love your cosplay." And
Yeah.
him just being like, your scar's on the wrong side. Brr.
Yeah.
And then Toph just being like, "This is the best day of my life."
It really
Like
is.
this,
I love-
this is exactly what I needed. So I do love the episode. I just do not like that portion of the episode.
That's fair. No, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Just
He's a big old baby.
He is a big baby.
big baby about it, and I
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yep.
Okay, my next favorite is definitely Appa's journey.
Yeah.
Appa's journey back. If you are not crying during that episode, you have no heart. Because all the way from the library scene with Toph crying because she can't save Appa, and she can't even see Appa leave because sand.
Yeah.
Like, it is so good to see that entire journey. And, like, he even sees people he knows. He sees Suki.
Yeah.
But Suki has to send him away, and he doesn't know why.
He doesn't know why.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, it's so...
When she has to, like, wave the fire in his face and, like...
And even right before he sees Suki, you see him just in the worst state. Because we've always seen Appa with, you know, really white fur, and he's fluffy, and he's great.
Yeah.
But, it's just super heartwarming to see his progression afterwards.
And I think it's very fun to see... Okay, this isn't a hot take, but this is just a personal opinion. I don't like animal companions that are, like, more humanized, I think. Rather than, like... Like, Appa and Momo are obviously still, like, animals, but they're, like, very lovable and, like, they're companions and, you know, everything, but... They don't, like, try to make them talk in, like, a weird voice or anything. I don't like cartoons that do that. Sorry. No. Swiftwind, like, actually talks. Anyway. Sorry.
Where are you at? At someone, Megan.
Like, all of Disney. Except for the ones where they're all animals. Anyway, my point is, I think it's very fun to see an episode from the perspective of a non-talking character. Like, still intelligent and everything, but, like, he's, like, the Avatar's animal companion, and it's just really cool to, like... see that perspective as opposed to just like just following the characters. I think that's fun. Like I don't see a lot of shows do that. Like
no, never.
Like if you have an animal companion, it's like you're a mount or like they're just there.
You're
like,
there. Cool.
You know. So
yeah.
Very
I
good.
love that episode. I think it's so many feels. Yeah, especially the ending where you're just like, he doesn't get back to them.
Yeah.
And you're like, please.
It ties in so well with the narrative. Like, we knew Suki was heading their way because they saw him in the Serpent's Pass. He's chasing after Aang's whistle from the Tales of Ba Sing Se. Like,
yeah.
So good.
Very solid on... I don't know if you guys know any plot holes, but I don't know any plot holes, like, from the show.
Okay, I'm mad.
Yeah.
They didn't talk about Zuko's mom, but I wouldn't call it a plot hole.
Yeah.
Right, that's just something... that they brought it up too many times. Yeah, it was a choice to bring it up so many times, especially at the end, and then not, like,
I honestly think they thought they were getting another season.
But they planned to have 3 seasons
Did
from
they?
the beginning.
I
thought, at least according to the creators.
I thought they would. I mean, this is just like my own like thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Is there was going to be a book 4 Air?
I would have. Yeah, that's what I always was like. Why are there only 3?
There's only 3 books. There's 4 elements. Like I get that he's already got Air, but he maybe needs to relearn. He needs to get back to his roots.
Establish his culture.
Yeah,
exactly. Establish the Airnomads again.
I would watch it.
I'd watch it so many times over.
Nickelodeon
execs.
We know you're all listening
right now to the first episode of this first podcast.
I know you're very excited about your live action remake, but you don't need to do it.
You don't need to. We got the movie and no one liked it.
Even if not, if you're not gonna give us like more cartoon episodes, just make a new show that has that level of care and stuff in it. You know, like I would watch a new show. I don't know. We have too many remakes in this current whatever. But yeah, great episode.
Another good episode.
Another good episode. I'm going. I don't know. Anyway, I'm like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm gonna say the Blue Spirit. I just have a very good fondness, especially, back when it was, like, airing on actual TV, I didn't watch it all the way through, so, like, the episodes I remember the best from back then are the Blue Spirit, Secret Tunnel. What is the real name of Secret Tunnel? The Lover's Tunnel, or whatever it's called?
The Tale of Two Lovers?
Tale of Two Lovers, yeah. Only because of Secret Tunnel. And then... the one where Zuko joins the gang, actually. I'll always remember
Zuko
that.
Here.
Yeah. But anyway, so I just have, like, a fondness for it, but I really enjoy, it's so fun to, like, watch him go in there and fight all these firebenders without bending fire a single time, and then he helps Aang. It's for his own selfish gain, but he does still help him, and, like, also, the fact that, like, I don't know. They don't know each other at this point, so it's like he goes in there, saves the Avatar. The Avatar has a bunch of frozen frogs stuffed in his clothes that are just trying to escape. And like, I don't just like thinking about it. especially like after the fact, like, do you think he ever asks him like, what were you doing? I mean, well, actually, nobody else in like the Ember Island players, nobody else notices the blue spirit thing, right? So nobody else in the game knows, right?
Yeah, nobody else knows.
That's fun.
And just the ending line.
Just the ending. That's exactly what I was gonna say. That is what put it into this spot for me right now. Is just the ending line. Like, do you think that we could have been friends if things were different? Like,
like that's just such
kills
an
you.
Aang line.
Yeah. Just kills you.
He truly
Especially once you learn about the friendship between Roku and Ozai.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, wait. Like, Avatar and next Fire Nation leader coming back again as friends.
Yeah. But, like, helping each other this time instead of letting each other run rampant.
On my first watch, when I first watched the Blue Spirit episode, I did not understand that it was Zuko.
Oh, interesting.
Until the firebending at the end.
That's so funny.
I did not understand, because I was maybe 10? Yeah, so I didn't, it didn't register in my brain the scar.
Right.
Like when you see it when he's down. So I didn't get it.
Yeah. Well,
and I remember just being like, what?
Right.
What is happening?
And I was gonna say, as far as clues beforehand, like, they only show the mask the one time, so, like, if you're not paying attention to that, then, like, you're not gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
anyway, I think it's a fun episode.
I do love that episode.
It's a good one.
I'm actually surprised no one has mentioned my other episode. Because I think it is probably the best. And it is The Puppet Master.
That was my honorable mention.
Nice, yeah.
Episode, because
I
love a blatant Halloween episode.
Yeah.
The spooky stories at the beginning.
Yep.
Hama, like, Katara's
and her whole
only
story.
relation.
Yeah.
The last, like,
and the
other airbender, or not airbender, waterbender from that tribe.
Yeah, from that tribe, yeah.
From that tribe.
And the way they show, like, because I think up to that point, it's pretty, like, blatantly, like, the Fire Nation is the one going around and, like, screwing everyone over, and, like, using extreme force and stuff. And then the fact that they go out of their way and they, like, make her seem kind at first, right? And, like, they make Katara relate to her and, like, everything. And then they show that, like, she's doing bad things, too. Like, it's not just... You know. So I again enjoy the nuance and, like, the... Especially in a kids cartoons. Cartoons in general in the US, but we can talk about that at a different time. But yeah, great episode. Yeah.
So good.
And we don't talk enough about how Katara is, like, also a survivor of a genocide.
Yeah.
Like,
No, absolutely.
Mama was the one person, and she
Yeah.
got to be just a trash bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
And bloodbending's so cool.
But I mean, even then they show, like, the way they show her, like, in prison and stuff too. It's like you can, like, understand where she's coming from, which makes it so much more, like, potent, right? Like, like, you can totally understand, like, how she got to where she is and why, and, like,
I read a thing the other day talking about Zuko has not seen Katara a waterbend in a very long time until he sees her on their little go find the killer of my mom thing. So, and in that episode, we got not only her, like, doing an entire, like, tsunami over a ship, and turning things to ice, but you've also got bloodbending. So you've also then you've got Zuko just going, what the hell is happening?
I love
this girl.
I love
this girl.
The thing I love about Zuko joining the gang is that he's gotta just be like, I was following these people for so long. Like, who are they? Like, what is happening right now? Like, 24/7. Like, what are you doing? And what is happening?
Yeah. So.
And he, like, grew up in a, like, he knew, like 3 kids, right? That we know of.
Sister and her 2 friends.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez. I loved reading that because I was like,
that's
bloodbending
so
is terrifying.
Oh my gosh. Because, I mean, you see that, and you're Zuko, and you know that Katara has a grudge against you, and you're like, oh, you could have been doing that at any time.
Oh, you have way more power than I thought. Also, okay, one plot hole in the show. It is said that it can only happen on a full moon.
On a full moon, right.
In that episode, it is not a full moon.
That's true.
They show the moon.
They do show, again, Korra's debatably canon, but in Korra, they do show that you can, if you're, you know...
If you're strong.
Without
which
I
assume, by the end of the show, Katara is strong.
Right, but that's after the fact, so...
Yes.
Maybe they use the plot hole to make it not a plot hole.
Yeah, that was just one little thing that I saw in that episode. I was like, isn't it supposed to be a full moon? But yeah,
double full moon month.
I still love it.
It's always a full moon. Ever since Yui becomes the moon,
it's always a full moon for the gang.
Whenever it needs to be.
What an icon.
She just turned into the moon.
That's a good episode, too.
That's rough. Speaking of That's Rough Buddy.
Did we not talk about
Speaking
we talked
of
about
That's
the Rock,
Rough
and we
Buddy.
didn't talk about That's Rough Buddy.
Most quotable lines.
Yep.
Let's get into it. That's Rough Buddy is used every day.
I say, I was just about to say, I say it on a daily basis.
Yes, it is. It is the perfect way to go. Like, I know what you're I know what you're going through, even though I don't know exactly.
Yes, my favorite.
My girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
My favorite cultural osmosis thing is that people that like haven't seen the show still use it and don't know that it's from that.
It's just so useful on so
it's
many
so useful.
occasions.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say it to literally any time anyone is going through something. Just that's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Any other quotable lines that we know of?
I have a more serious one.
Okay.
I did reference it already, but I'm gonna give it another shout out because I haven't talked about the Painted Lady. I love the
Painted Lady. That's
Painted Lady's a good episode.
And Katara saying, "I will never ever turn my back on people that need me."
Yeah.
Is just so poignant, such a definition of her character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
So good. Like,
Absolutely.
it just fills you with, like, it makes me turn into Ember Island Katara. Like, it's making me
Oh, I feel that though.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, they know because we play D&D together, but I'm a big fan of big,
Oh my
dramatic,
gosh.
hope-filled speeches.
Yes.
Yes, all
and
the time.
Katara just hits that button.
It's
She's
true.
probably the cause of it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Other great quotes. Anything said by Uncle Ira ever in the show.
Yeah.
He's just one of the best characters. I think he has one of the bigger growths in all of it. Like,
yeah, no, he does definitely like he's one that like seems like he's pretty static, but like
no, like,
like
especially with knowing who he was before,
right,
Yeah.
right,
and then going back to Ba Sing Se at the end,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
taking down the down the Fire Nation.
That line, whatever he says there, is a great line too.
I'm trying to look at like just great
Also,
ones.
I do want to acknowledge how you are saying Iroh.
Ira.
You've been saying Ira.
You have been
sorry.
saying Ira.
Sorry.
Like,
am I wrong? I'm
a
probably
deep
wrong.
Louisiana.
Yes.
Ira.
Ira.
Uncle Ira.
Uncle
You know,
Ira.
old Uncle Ira. Told me about the silver sandwich.
Oh.
Silver sandwich is also a good one.
Yeah.
Anything from the Zuko It's Introduced episode. Hey, Avatar.
Oh my gosh.
His impressions, legendary.
Oh my gosh.
As Fire Lord, he just makes everyone listens to him for his impressions.
He tries to recount like like peace talks with other other world leaders.
Okay. So, I know we all love this show. It is obvious throughout the time that we've been recording. We love this show. Where did they go wrong? What is something in the show that is wrong?
This is also something that I wanted to have time to write down, and I like didn't.
Like I said, I think Uncle Iroh should have gotten an episode in season 3 of him busting out on the Day of the Black Sun. I think that would have been super cool. And I want to know more about the Lotus.
Yeah, that would.
The Lotus, because I think that would be really cool to get more.
I would have
information on
actually
that.
like an episode about them. That would have been cool. I think.
Just
and,
to see how these masters.
Yeah.
You could go back in time. I want to know
Yeah,
how they know each other.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I would so.
How
watch
did they all
that.
come together? Especially because
one of the- okay. Yeah.
how did
One
any
of
of them
the-
meet Boomy?
Here's an interesting thing, which is it's not a problem, but it almost creates a problem in a way. Is the fact that all of the side characters in Avatar are so good that you want to know more about them, and they don't have time to talk about them all.
They don't have
so
enough
like.
time.
That's like how we end up with this is like, you know, we I mean, they didn't have enough episodes. Again, I'll watch more episodes.
Yes, I will watch more.
But yeah, just like all of the characters are so good that like I would watch anything about like any of them pretty much. Like just to see more.
100%. We have talked about this before.
Yes.
How in season 3, Toph gets
Yes.
written off
That's a
in
good
the
one.
letters.
Yeah.
And they even mention it on one of the Ember Island episodes when she goes, "Oh, it's my turn to have an emotional time with Zuko."
Yeah.
And she still doesn't get it.
He writes her off. He
Writes
is
her
mean
off.
to
Yes.
They should have gotten
They
have a
should have
life-changing
gotten an episode.
field trip.
They needed it.
Everyone needs
That's
a
something that they did
life-changing
wrong.
field trip.
No, I agree. That we have talked about that before, but that's definitely I think one of my highest things is that like I love Toph, but like you rewatch the show and you're like, wow, she's like barely in the last season. Like, you know, I mean, when she's there, she's great, but it's like I don't know. Like, everyone else
Yeah,
gets
you
more of
just
a
want-
spotlight.
Yeah,
for
you just
sure.
want a little bit more
Yeah.
up top.
We always need a little bit.
You
more
always need a
top.
little more.
Yes.
And Zuko's mom.
Zuko's
Yeah.
They
mom.
mentioned it in the last episode, which I think is just cruel.
It
I
is
think
cruel.
That they should have
I thought they were getting
cut
a
that
season
scene.
4.
Yeah.
I actually like the comics. But
I haven't read all of
most
them.
people don't read
I
them.
didn't read them.
Really?
I haven't
I
read them.
have the search ones because I wanted
Okay.
to know what happens.
Gotcha.
I haven't read all of them though, but
Okay.
I mean, it's good, but yeah, it's definitely like,
It's some-
why mention it at all
At the
in the last
very
episode,
end.
right at the end?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Because even if they were going to do a season 4, at that point they knew they wouldn't. So I would have cut
Right,
to see.
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 4.
And,
Cool.
and they were okay. I'm talking about Korra.
Yeah.
But they were cruel in the pilot of Korra because they have was it Janora bring up Zuko's mom and then they cut her off, and I think that's just mean because
That's
a lot
so
of
I actually
people
forgot
don't know
about that.
those comics.
Yeah.
People
a lot of
were
people don't know about the
watching,
comics, yeah.
We're watching Korra to get answers.
Yeah.
It was mean.
And
Yeah.
to be honest, I think I've only seen the pilot.
Really?
Yeah, of Korra.
I watched all of it. I mean, I watched it as it was airing. I watched that more as it was airing than I watched Avatar, just because I like knew it all by then, and like also the internet made it easier to access that kind of thing. But oops, sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, something that they did a little wrong is some of the stuff in Korra, but that's not really talking
Yeah.
about this show. So
If you want us to do a Korra
Yeah.
episode, leave a comment.
Yeah.
below.
Yeah,
please do.
Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.
yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, again, with a cast that good, it's so hard to balance characters. I think. But
Voice
Yeah.
acting. We haven't talked about voice acting.
voice acting.
But this has
Yes.
some of the most fabulous voice
It's
acting.
very
it
good.
really truly
Shout out
does.
to Mark Hamill, who we haven't talked about, but Ozai is terrifying. I had nightmares as a child.
didn't know that.
I did not have
also
daydreams,
didn't know
just
that actually.
nightmares.
You're bringing up fun facts that I didn't know.
Mark Hamill. Dude, that's awesome.
Now I need to rewatch it again.
Yeah. Oh no, it's so hard to rewatch this series. So hard.
yeah.
Oh, it's terribly difficult.
The worst.
Not like I haven't done it twice.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, the first time going back through it when Netflix released it, I literally stayed up for 48 hours
Heck yeah.
to finish it because I was
Heck
just
yeah.
like, oh, it's so good. It's so easy to watch.
Heck yes.
And
yeah.
Netflix thought I was in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's on Netflix because it
Yes.
was really inaccessible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like my family has the box set DVDs.
Yeah, I
but
watched it the last time I
don't
tested
have
that.
it on at school, so I.
Well, not the last
Mm-hmm.
time. Before then. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
But we want
I don't-
a new
but-
generation of Avatar.
Yes.
For sure. I love it, by the way. All of it is great. All the new people like watching it and then
Yes.
like posting about stuff as
I
they
love
watch
it.
it. So good.
Seeing Avatar memes is the best thing.
Yes.
And then the there's one with Uncle Ira. It's just like, no, they're on their own journey. Like, let the new
Mm-hmm.
Avatar fans into the fandom. Let's go. It's not a bandwagon. Let's do it.
Love it.
Do it.
All right. So let's get in kind of closing statements, and we will do our kind of rating system, which we are going to be rating on a kind of part system because we are the partware. So it's going to be 1 part characters, 1 part episodes, kind of deal like a baking recipe.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give this 2 parts characters because we've got such lovely characters. We've got a part. I'm gonna give a part world building.
Yeah.
Because there's
Excellent world
an
building.
entire.
We haven't even talked about their magic system.
Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah. There's an entire
We could go
other
into a
things we
whole
could-
magic system
Yes.
talk.
So yes, a part world building because it's just so full of life and lovely characters and lovely just different subsects of people.
Oh, another thing. Oh my gosh, sorry, I don't want to jump
You're
in your
good,
thing.
you're good.
Talking about world building though, is like the diversity and stuff that they have on the
Yes.
show. For especially like for that time and like
Yes.
everything. Even
So
now,
good.
actually.
Even now.
I mean, but
The women
and the fact, okay,
Yes.
something to throw shade on the movie again, as is always good to do.
The whitewashing.
The whitewashing, but also just the fact that the Chinese characters in the opening sequence are real Chinese characters.
Yes.
And they did not use them
Yeah.
in the movie.
Not at all.
They're just symbols. They don't mean anything. They just took and they made them Chinese looking when it's a real symbol.
Yeah.
Don't understand why.
I
They
don't get it.
It's the symbols for the elements, and they just make them
Ugh.
random symbol like it's a real word. Like, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
If you want us to rant more about the
I haven't seen it.
The
Last
movie.
Airbender movie.
You haven't seen the movie?
I haven't seen the
movie. We'll do a watch along for the movie.
No.
I want to see Megan slowly descend into
no.
madness watching the
Okay,
movie.
if you don't want me to cuss, we can. I'll do it though. If
okay.
let us know
Yeah.
if you.
Okay.
I'll do it.
So like I said, 1 part world building, and then I'll give it a 2-part story because it's all about character and story. Yeah, and I'd love it so much. There's nothing, I can't put a part of hate in there at all because it is so good.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I'm gonna throw in 3-part structure for the 3 acts.
Nice.
So nicely,
nicely done.
Told, and it's so planned out, and everything seems to be in its place. And I'm gonna go apart for the voice actors.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Love voice actors.
Yet another reason that we don't need live action.
It's true.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep talking about it. You can be so expressive with like animation.
Yes.
I'll give apart animation also. I know it's not like the cleanest or like always the most detailed. I mean, it's animation is hard first of all, and compared to other shows at the time, it is actually like very nice. And I mean, all the, like, when they do some of the bending stuff is so cool and pretty. We didn't even talk about how they're all based on different martial arts.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. So just, like, can I give a part for being thorough?
Yes.
I mean, the characters are amazing. I'm a character person, like, through and through, kind of, but, sorry. I'm gonna stop moving.
You're good.
Are we doing a collective recipe?
I mean,
or are we
can do a collective recipe.
I just kind of added on to
Yeah,
it.
just
that's fine. I just wasn't
one
sure.
big recipe.
I wasn't sure.
Big old family
yeah.
gumbo pot recipe.
Yeah.
So I feel like
For the swamp benders.
yeah.
Oh, the swamp benders. We'll get in. No, I can't get into the swamp benders. Oh gosh.
Yeah. No.
They
I
say
think
Uncle Ira.
They do say Uncle Ira. Tastes like possum chicken.
Everything tastes like possum chicken.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that does it for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So I mean, does it really? But
We could go
it
on
does.
for hours, but I think we should.
Yeah. No, it's a good.
Yeah. Well, this has been the Partware Podcast with myself, John Scott Massey,
Megan Patterson.
and
Haley Buck.
you can find us on Twitter at the Partware Podcast, and also on YouTube, which is probably where you found this anyway. Thank you
And
guys for
hopefully
listening.
wherever podcasts are.
Oh, wherever podcasts are found.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something podcast people say, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next week. Next week, we are talking about The Mandalorian on Disney+. We will be talking about The Mandalorian next week. All right. See you guys there.
Bye.
Bye.
You'll always be a part of my heart. Goodbye.
Oh, bye. I'm done.